11, we are keeping an eye on the tropics. You're looking at the cone for Tropical Storm Cindy. As you heard Lou say earlier, it was just named tonight. Thank you for staying up with us at 11. I'm Anthony Austin.
And I'm Heather Crawford. So let's check in now with meteorologist Lewis Turner. And Lou, do we need to be concerned about Cindy here on the First Coast?
Great question, Heather, and as we go through the next 10 days, no. So the cone certainly looks ominous, as it seems to be pointed, and this northwestern track looks to be pointed right here towards the state of Florida. But a lot of other things are going to be happening with us. Remember, these cones aren't all about direction. They're also about computer model forecasting of intensity as well. Right now, the center is still hundreds of miles from the Leeward Windward Islands. So out here where there is still halfway decent conditions for strengthening. But notice, not much is going to happen, as this forecast intensity model would suggest, and all the composites of what the National Hurricane Center has would keep it as a tropical storm until about Tuesday, where we're watching a lot of wind shear. Same story as what we are currently seeing with Brett. Take this back down to a tropical depression. So what started on Good Morning Jackson when we started this morning as this being formed officially into a depression, it looks like it will die off sometime Tuesday, Wednesday as a depression off the coast. Now, as far as impacts for the First Coast, certainly there will be the potential for getting some moisture, maybe some rough seas and waves, but gosh, we've got a long time to track this particular storm. Looking at the computer model spaghetti plots, very consistent and confident in a recurve for this. Now, can't forget about what's going on with Brett either as it crosses into the Caribbean. Still very high confidence that this gets sheared apart somewhere in the Caribbean and then moves over into Central America and brings a lot of rain there. So your big three, Tropical Storm Cindy heading northwest, but we expect it to recurve, and we'll have to watch while Brett hanging on to that forecast as it is continuing to weaken. We're going to come back local because we do have some rain here locally again to think about tonight.